And I'm back! Hello, and welcome to another video for your first time fursuiting. This time, we're going to be covering characterization. Last time, we checked out safety, very important, so check out that video as well. I'm pointing here, because I think I might put the link to the video here, but I'm also really lazy, so you might actually want to just find it yourself. Characterization of your character in fursuit is something that a lot of people tend to have a lot of questions or a lot of problems actually working out. But the thing is, there's no real answer for it. There's no real one way that works. You just gotta find the way that works for you. Because there are so many characters and so many ideas out there, there's not gonna be one single way that works for everyone. So try not to worry about it too much. Just the main thing is to experiment and see what works. I'm going to give some tips, some opinions, some ideas of where you can begin, but you can listen to this like 100%, you can listen to this like about half, you can totally ignore this, whatever works best for you. Yeah. So, one of the first big things that you do need to decide is it going to be you in suit, or is it going to be you playing a character? Because a lot of people tend to play a character, few people tend to be themselves in suit. Because it can end up just a bit monotone, I suppose. And if that's all you want to do, then go for it. If you want to play an exaggerated form of you, then go for it. There's nothing wrong with that at all. It's your suit, your money, your time. You spend it how you want to. If you do just want to play you in suit, then just go. You know, go and have some fun. You're gonna be you in suit pretty easily. It doesn't take much characterization to actually do that. If you are interested in a character, then continue watching, I suppose. Or don't. You don't have to listen to me, I'm a fucking rabbit. A good way to begin is thinking about a general mood for your character. And these can come off in a stereotypical way, but there's nothing wrong with that. If you want to be the big, angry old dragon, then be the big, angry old dragon. People like that. You like that. It's fine. If you want to be the sly, cunning fox, then go and do that. If you enjoy it, then do that. There's nothing wrong with a stereotype. At the same time, if you want to break a stereotype, then you can do that too. There are some basic characters in all of history and literature. There's heroes, there's villains, there's the cowards, the brave ones, the drunk ones, oh, that's me. Oh. You can take whatever character you feel like, you can modify it or play it pure, you can be happy, you can be sad. There's just think about it, there's a million ways to say hello, and that's just a brilliant beginning. You can say hello as if just yourself. You can say hello as if you're really happy, and that could be your character, just really happy. You can be angry constantly. That's a fun one to do. Trust me, that's a fun one to do. You can be sad. You can be just about anything. And before anyone thinks sad is not quite a viable way to do it, your reference in 2017, just in case you're watching this video in the future, at your reference in 2017, I saw this. I'm not sure if it was a ringtail lemur or a panda or what. I think it was like this sad panda. The entire suit was completely designed around the emotion of the sadness and despair. The eyes, the facial expression, it was so sad. It was, it would have been very difficult to play off any other sort of emotion or character or style, but the absolute thing was, they pulled it off beautifully. They had this sort of half-cut tail, like the tail had been cut off, and you could see it was designed so you could see the meat inside and everything, and they just stood there, completely bereft of emotion. in like in the movements and the style. It's like facial expression was all you got, and it was hilariously beautiful and sad. Very sad. Just not funny at all. It was very, very depressing. Sad panda. Speaking of which, or not speaking of which, do you speak or do you not speak? Now, a lot of characters will not speak. This is because it generally helps to keep the character. You know, animals don't speak. They've got this idea of, you know, if it speaks, then it's got to have particular mouth movements, a particular style, and all the rest of it. Try not, if you really do want to speak, try not to worry about it that much. People will have their suspension of disbelief. They will stop not believing long enough for you to entertain them. Why? Because they want to be entertained. Why? Because they want to believe that you are a fucking 5.5-foot rabbit, plus the ears, able to talk at them in funny, aggressive manners. Or other ways, I suppose, if you want to do those lesser ways, but, you know, if you want to be the best. The point being, if you want to talk, feel free to talk. If you want to do the whole squeaker thing, that's totally up to you. Just remember that starting off with characters, and this was true for me as well, it's not going to start off well. You'll need practice. You'll need some improv, definitely, if you want to talk. You'll need to try. You'll need to go through the bad part of everything before you become good. That's just how it is. The same thing goes for non-speaking as well, because it takes a lot of effort to portray a good amount of emotion or direction just through your body language. Just being in suit in general, even if you are talking, takes a lot of body language and a lot of movement. You can see all the movement that I'm pretty much always doing. It's because I've got no expression. I don't blink. I don't move my mouth or anything. So you need to use your whole body. Your body. You need to use your whole body to put emotion and ideas across to whoever you want to put them across to. It's not really a sliding scale of difficulty. Every which way has their harder ways and their easier ways. It depends what suits you best. If you are particularly good with improv, I would suggest try having a voice, because it does take a lot of improv skill to be able to respond to people in character. It takes a lot of time just to get an idea of the character, but you'll need that improv skill as well. If you are particularly good with expressing yourself through body language, then definitely try not having a voice. Because that tends to put off a really cute style, so especially if you're really going for a cute style, yeah, just try not speaking. Obviously, I've lost a lot of the cute because I'm an asshole who talks. Translating a lot of this into suit can be difficult, because at first you think, oh, well, I just need a bit of expression, I can just sigh and move around a bit. But it needs an elevated amount of that. You need so much more energy, and you need to put it into it. And the worst bit is, it can't seem too forced. I'm totally failing at that right now. Again, because of a lack of facial expressions and a difficulty with the, how to put it, the finer points of expression that can only be seen like through facial expressions and slighter body movements. You need to big it up. If you would prefer to play it down, play it small, that can be great as well, especially depending on the type of character. If you're playing a sad character, they don't tend to have a lot of movement. If you're playing someone who's supposed to be very shy, then they may not move either. Or they may not move a lot either. But if you're playing a general, louder, brasher character, I'm not sure who we might think of as an example, but you'll want to push the emotion to make it bigger. That's not to say you take anyone else's spotlight. We'll be talking about that in interaction in the next video, but I just want to point it out now. You don't have to be big and loud in front of other people just to say that you're big and loud. But of course, failing everything I've spoken about, if none of it works for you, or you don't think it's for you, or whatever else, just don't listen to me. Just forget everything I've fucking said. Put on a suit, go out, and have some fucking fun. Because that's how Karaway came about. I went out completely thinking I'd be a cute, silent bunny. I would do little expressions and pose for pictures, and it would be great fun. And you know what happened? I said something. I broke a silence because someone said probably some rabbit stew joke or whatever, and I just quipped. I just said something back, and it made people laugh. And I thought, wow, I've not been able to do that before. That's pretty interesting. Maybe I should try that again sometime. Next time I see that opportunity, I'll do it again. And I did, and people laughed. So I did it again, and people laughed more, and I went louder, so they laughed more, and it just became this whole cycle of the more I spoke, and the more my character changed, the more people were entertained. So eventually the character of Karaway, being this cute little bunny and just pose for the camera, became this big, brash, loud asshole known as Karaway, who would be aggressive and stupid but still think the world of himself. And people thought he was funny. So I kept with it, and I really love it now. So even after all my own advice, I completely ignored it and just developed a character through trying and practicing and learning. And if that sounds right for you, then do it. Thank you very much for watching this video on characterization for your first time fursuiting. Next, we're going to try talking about interaction, how we deal with people and environments around us, and timing. Timing is a big one with fursuiting. You may not think so, but we'll talk about that next video. In the meantime, I got nothing. Just watch some other videos or some shit. I don't know. Are we done here? I want another drink. It doesn't have to be beer, but I'd like it to be. Quiet, cute little bunny became this big brat. Ah, no! The scene is destroyed! I knocked over CDs! Blooper reel.
Yes.